Hello everyone and welcome back to Tower. I've got to start somewhere. Today's video, let's look at the to-do list. Oh my god, I left a lot of stuff myself. Okay. Make final button trial, rest the floor and the decoration. Make bottom of platforms more clean instead of floating in midair. Add an arrow that is activated when black button is hit to point where to go. And make it more obvious where to go. I mean, these two things are basically the same thing. I'm debating about these ones because this one probably has an easy fix, honestly. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably extend this platform out a little bit, maybe to like here or something, and then turn it into a wedge. So it's like this, these platforms are being supported up by this. Hopefully when I turn it into a wedge, it's the right direction. Certainly it is not. I just realized what move direction local does. Yeah, okay. Thank you to the commenter who suggested this. This will help me move this block so much easier. Thank you. It took me a second to figure out what it does, but now that I actually know what it does, this helps me so much more with rotating platforms. That is so much more convenient. Oh my god. Yep, so that one looks a little bit better now. It's not perfect, but I'll take it. And now I will probably see if I can just quickly do some of that stuff for these platforms. Another way we can connect is probably... I also need to get off these movement increments fast before I accidentally misalign everything. But I could just extend it 10.3. Hopefully that fixes up. Yep, fixes it up to 4. Let's go. Alright. Does that nerf anything? I don't actually think so. Might honestly just borrow these platforms and bring them back for a bit. Well, at least it could help with this one here, I think. Dude, the fact that I can actually just like easily and conveniently align everything is crazy. I obviously don't really want to spend ages connecting all of these to this bottom part, so I might just do a few connections and leave a few things unconnected and see how that looks and feels. Okay, cool, we have 2 little connection parts down there. I want a final 2 connection parts down here, a bit thicker ones maybe. Okay, so it seems like this direction of moving does not like when several objects are selected at the same time, but that's okay because it's still absolutely useful in every other context. So I'm not going to complain at all. 2.3, yup, sounds good to me. Oh, yeah, and that's like a cool little bit of, let me get rid of Archimedes for a second, deselect. Yeah, it's like a cool little bit of symmetry almost. Kind of. It's not perfect, but anyway. One thing I'm quickly going to do right now, just to make it more obvious where to go, I'm going to change every single platform that you're meant to land on to have an outline. Okay, so I've just added some outlines to this part. Yeah, so now it should be a little bit better. Might add some arrows in later and stuff. I'm just sort of going through the floor and adding outlines and stuff. Need to add an arrow here. I could use the chance to turn it into a funny decal. Fellas. So you get to here and you see this dude looking up, and hopefully that incentivizes the player to look up as well. Then you know to go down to here. Don't fail that. I'm just gonna add that arrow I wanted to add real quick. I don't even know what this image is, honestly. But I think the problem of things not being connected down here is mostly resolved. Probably the last thing I could do is I could make this attach back into the side of the wall, maybe. Oh, I just realized the skip is a lot more free now because of that platform sticking out. I did really like that skip, but unfortunately I think I'm gonna have to cancel it. If you can land on top of this button. Yep, that is no longer possible now. I think it might be, but again, it's one of those things where if you want to risk it, that's up to you, yeah. What you probably could do, I imagine, is you probably do something like this. Where you just like, whoops. You like Okay, I've messed up the wall hop, but you get the idea. Yeah, like that. If you want to do that. Took me long enough, Jesus. Anyway, enough dilly-dallying. Let's do some more dilly-dallying. Oh god. Alright, so we got 2 more things left to do for floor 3 today. First thing I want to do is turn this into a wedge. Wonder if I can... Yes, Archimedes again. I'm so unoriginal. Yep, so you get to here. Yep, and you do that. And now you go down. Oof, that could be really annoying, actually. Get to here, do that. Jump onto here. I think I'll just focus this button challenge on triangle parts. Might honestly be the easiest theme for me to do. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this, but we'll give it a try. Definitely adding outlines to these parts, by the way, as well. Yeah, so you get to here, do this one, and look, you see this outline. It's pretty sparing. You see these ones. Oh, shit. The only problem now is that the outline makes it hard to see where the platform actually is. Now we better be careful not to get too close to the zipline section, or there will be a big skip. So I'm just trying to experiment and make something that's more in the middle of the tower, because that's normally what I don't do. So I think it has some potential doing stuff in the middle of the tower instead. And that way later on, if you fall, there's a higher you have a higher chance of falling to somewhere. Finally adding the button. I had felt like there was a distinct lack of meme images. Well then yeah, you've got the button now. You go in here, get the button, meet that guy, and he's smiling at you. You go in here, and now there should be something new for me to add. So I'm just trying to reuse this. I've been very quiet. Well, I've been very concentrated on making the gameplay. I pretty much will have forgotten that I was recording. I'm just focusing on trying to lower the player in a natural way towards the end. So yeah, we've got this one stud jump here. I realized that it's probably pretty easy to miss this button, so I put text there, don't forget the button in here. Then you go back to here. You do that and that. You jump down to here. And that jump is fine. Alright, and now... Yep, so you jump to here, and then the game tells you to jump down to there, and then you can jump back to here. And if you've got every button, then the next part actually opens up. Anyway, the next jump is it's already kind of laid out for you a little bit, I just realized. I'm gonna put in a very interesting jump. I had to Archimedes these back because I just realized it actually messes with something. So instead, let me... I'm having problems with this one. I think I know how to save this. We can make it look like it's just like a broken off path or something. So now if I get to here, we jump to here. Oh. That's a devious art jump. This is going to be the only one with an outline, I think, and even so I'm going to make it a very thin outline. I'm so tempted to... I might very slightly nerf it. I mean, it's such a satisfying jump to pull off. I was going to try and reutilize this part, but honestly, I'm not really feeling it. So we go back to here. I don't want to start the tower again on that part. I want to get to that Archimedes part over there. So, and then on here, I'm going to have a little speed boost pad. I've never used one of these before. So it is possible if you do a run up, which I think is pretty fun. So I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to tell the player, obviously, that you need to run. Anyway, I'm going to add in a target real quick. Alright, goofy art, target done. So essentially, speed boost pad, be careful. Start at the back, do a run up and look at the target. Okay, so start at the... Ah! That is climbable. Okay, that should not be climbable. So yeah, Be careful. Go towards the back here. Do a run up. Okay, so this speed boost pad, be careful. Start at the back, do a run up and look at the target. So you get to the back here. You see the target. The target should probably be within line of the speed boost panel. Yep, that is very doable. And you get to here, here, and now you are on floor something. What I'm gonna instantly do, before this ends, I'm gonna make 100% sure that this is where I need to, yeah, alright. So essentially what I'm planning on for this floor, next floor, is that this wall will divide two separate parts that take you up to here at the end. So I might need to actually make it align more. It'll probably, I'm gonna have several of these little things in the middle. I'm gonna do the same thing I did around here and make smaller ones probably. So that sounds good to me, at least. But anyway, GG floor 3. I do not have much time. I've been recording for 2 hours. I'm gonna add on the decoration and testing of the floor on the end of this. But as far as me recording this is going, I'm done. And I'll see you guys in the stitched on footage. Hey guys, I'm filming this later today from when I recorded. But I just ran through the tower quickly, just for fun, while I was trying to find like a screenshot for the thumbnail of part 8, because that's what I was editing. And I realized that I actually wanted to make a few changes, specifically button progress. Like playing through the tower, I think there's some opportunities for button progress. The first one is right here. I think that if when activating this button against the wall here, I think that the player should be able to walk back through to here. So as long as you get this far in floor 2, you should be allowed to actually walk through here, in my opinion. So now when you go down to this part later on the tower, you can access it from any time, even from floor 1. So if you do fall back down, you should be fine. Obviously this deactivator won't be there, but I'm doing this because I want to add in another little part, just an arrow. Yep, so you go down here, activate both of these. Now you've got this red little button, and the player would realize this as well, because they would be down here and they could enter the tower. Main reason I decided this is because there are certain parts on this floor that are very punishing, and the other thing too is that this button out here that you get on floor 2, I want it to tie into floor 1 and have button progress. So alright, sweet. So now if you get, you know, this button, say you somehow manage to, you do all this, you get around the tower without falling, then you get back to floor 3, but now unfortunately you've failed to jump, whoopsie daisy. You now can just walk back into here, walk around to here, and then boom. So I feel I've got the floor selected, right? Yeah, I was gonna say, why is it impossible? So yeah, I feel pretty confident having those two buttons. I think it's going to make it a lot more fun for the player replaying through. And the only other thing that I'm going to change for now in this little extra sitting thing is I want to add just like a little, I know I'm gonna review all this gameplay and make it more obvious where to go when I do the deco, but I feel like this jump is just especially bad, like in terms of trying to figure out where to go. Like, so yeah. If I do that, that should hopefully be a little bit better. Because yeah, when you're all the way up here, it's pretty difficult to see where you're going. Also, the other final change I'm going to make is, because this is an outside section, and if you fall, your progress is all over. I do think these jumps are just a little bit too hard. Do the same for this one. It might be making it a little easy, but honestly, yeah, I think it's probably better safe than sorry. I mean, imagine making it this far and then, you know, losing to these, like, unfortunately hard jumps. It is meant to be an extreme tower, but I don't know how I feel. Like, these jumps are, I feel like these jumps are already hard enough under pressure. Alright, it is me on a separate day. Time to add the lighting effects. And the first thing that I instantly thought of was actually Instead of doing what I normally do with these stagnant lighting parts, I was actually thinking of having moving lighting parts. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. And then I'll take the same sort of thing and move it in the completely wrong direction of what I want. Okay then. Where are you, little spinning platform? I probably should have actually like paid more attention. Okay, here we go. It's like a timing game. Boom. Oh, did I get it? I got it. I can also change the color of the lights. What if I tried red light? Nah, that's too obvious. Is there any way I can make it spin like -4 or something? Yes, I can. So that way I can have... Yes. Okay. That's perfect. Alright, I probably need another one all the way over here. It's a little bit of lazy decoration, but to be honest, I don't know. No, I couldn't really think of much else. And I kind of like this concept, honestly. I might try, actually, in that regard, I might try varying it up a little bit and seeing. X is not what I want. Maybe Z. Yeah, Z. I think Z is what I want next. And then just make it like a bit of a bigger offset. Yeah. Instead of having a sideways rotation, we can have a few vertical rotation ones, maybe. Probably just have a few of the heads for this outside section. So the only thing left to do is to grab some of the heads from in here and bring them to this outside section to keep the theme of, I just want to keep the theme of the second floor. Like, even though we're going back from floor 3, I still want to keep this, like, theme that I've got going. So, alright, we can try something like that. So then when you get out of here, you can actually see the head. Yeah, alright, I think I'm happy with both of those. I'm going to make a very small platform stick out. That lines up surprisingly well. And looks pretty cool. So, bye-bye this one. Now you've got another head looking down at you while you play. Kind of creepy. I might be extra creative here. I think instead of having this platform here, you jump up onto here, and then you've got to climb the head. Oh, Jesus. It's time for me to test floor 3 with the new decoration, see how we go. Alright, and also this is going to be me testing to make sure it's obvious where to go. So this part now with the neon blocks is a little bit better. I think as long as the player... It's not entirely like... I don't know what else I could really do. I could probably add a few little mini arrows. And then you jump to here. That is quite a jump. Like half a stud closer. Maybe. So it's still a difficult jump, but not like cruel as hell. Gonna make a very small little platform. I'm also gonna change my move increments to 0.5. That might help me a little bit. Jump down to here because you can see where to go there. Do this. See this arrow and it points to here. That is much better. Whoa, that jump. Is this jump too hard? Oh, you just can't go. Just should be careful. You shouldn't jump from the edge there. And then this jump, you see this. I need to do something about this nerd emoji pointing image because it's like kind of misleading. Okay, I think that's as good as it's probably gonna get. Alright, yeah. And then you go around here. Then you gotta do these zipline jumps. I feel like it should be obvious that you're meant to hold space here, but I'll just play it safe and say hold space. Just in case, because I know I've failed on zipline jumps before because I assumed they weren't zipline jumps. And if I do normally have like normal zipline parts in my tower, then maybe I should make it more obvious that these are zipline jumps. I need to add another indication here. Because the fact that I couldn't instantly really tell what to do is probably, despite the fact that it's my own tower, probably says a lot. Okay, so now we've got look for the neon block. Look for the neon block below the squiggly R line. So you see the squiggly R line, you see the neon block, you jump down to here. Once you grab the button, go back to floor 1 via the bottom of this pillar. So you grab that, and you jump back down to floor 1. Now you do this. Truly peak gameplay right here. I could honestly just add like a, I don't know, I like this jump, but I feel like it's too punishing because way too many people are gonna, I mean, it should be inherent because you have such a little jump power if you test it, but it looks like you should be able to jump to here. That's probably, if I remove that, it might make it worse. And also, removing that just made this impossible. And now I need to find out what, oh god. So I just actually ended up getting rid of the jump entirely. And instead just going for like a little wavy pattern along the floor there. It's not bad. I mean, it's alright. Like, that is 100% a possible jump. But I'm just going to make it obvious that you can't collide with these things by making them 0.5 transparency. Yeah, anyway, getting sidetracked aside. Sidetracked aside. Okay, so now you got an emoji pointing down to here. Then you go to here. And the lighting in this part is not great. I might keep the theme of the bottom layer not having neon and the top layer having neon. Although I probably need some kind of indication on where to go here. So you're on this platform. I might make this jump just that extra bit more forgiving because after all, it is very cruel. These platforms are the same. I think they should stick out just that little bit more. Somehow I need to connect some of these platforms to the wall a bit better. Alright, cool. So that looks a little bit better. It's probably the best I'm going to be able to do, to be honest. But how does that affect this jump? This jump is clearly impossible now. So you get onto here, yeah. But the platform you have to land on is much more generous. Yeah. Okay, that's looking better. Alright, so that's all supported on top of itself. Anything else here that could... honestly, it's all looking decent to me now. I don't have any complaints. I think that means it's my time to go. Normally I like to pick the Floor 4 song at the end of these, but I think I'm run out of time, so I think we'll pick the Floor 4 song at the start of the next episode. So, thanks for watching this long ass part, I assume. Floor 3 is now done. I promise I will do a showcase of the tower soon. Maybe when we get to Floor 4 or 5, I'll showcase what we got so far. I'm just waiting until I actually have a decent amount of the tower to showcase. But it's getting pretty close to that point. And I'm pretty happy with how Floor 3 is looking. It's definitely spicing up some of the tower, I think. Definitely making it look a little bit more active and alive. But yeah. Overall, very happy with what we got so far. And I'm excited to start working on Floor 4 in the next part. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.